Callum, it was a great effort, you just couldn't quite get to the end there.
Yeah, I mean, of course, conceding that late in the game, it's just unfortunate for the boys. Of course, coming in with a younger age team, of course, we're seen as the underdogs, but I think that put a fighting spirit into the team, and of course, getting to that stage of the game, 0-0 against a good Reddit side, I thought the boys did really well, and we should be proud of ourselves.
It was a nice structure to the side, and you all did your jobs, kept a good shape. It looked like you were going to see it out as well, but you must be pleased with the attitude and everyone put in such a big shift.
Yeah, like I said, the work rate, I mean, was top notch. I thought the boys all did really well, and again, it's just pulled up a little short, but no, I thought the boys did really well, and of course, it's a great opportunity for the young lads, of course, with unfortunately a few first team players injured, to step up and give it a go. I thought we did that today.
You were one of the senior players out there. You were still a teenager.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but yeah, of course, only 19. But of course, the thing is, it's a role that you've got to step up and do. Of course, all the senior pros, Nath, Con, Kane, Lex did. I thought they did brilliant, leading the line. Yeah, I thought we were all brilliant, to be honest.
And you were up against some experienced players, including you were playing centre half today against their striker, who's played a whole load of even Championship games and League One games. Yeah,
to be honest, we don't really look into at least I don't look into the opposition players that much. I just get on the pitch and play, to be honest, no matter who it's up against. If it's up against him or if it's up against last week against Holmer Green, it doesn't really matter to me. It's just you've got to play your game and do as best as you can every time you get on the pitch.
Must be a proud moment for some of those in there who are, really quite young, aren't they? I mean, some of them even we haven't heard of, because they're just coming through the ranks, aren't they?
Yeah, no. Like I said at the start, it's a great opportunity for the young lads to come on. And of course, when I kept seeing them come on, I was like, oh my God, Davey, this is Davey, this is their Davey, this is their Davey. And I remember being there, so I know what the feeling's like, and it's an unbelievable feeling. They should all be proud of themselves.
And having been through it yourself, are you able to guide them a little bit as to what they can expect?
Yeah. Of course, I think I wouldn't classify myself as a leader, to be honest, at my age. Every day's a new experience for me, and I'm just learning as much as I can and trying to put all the information I learned from the top down to the young boys and make sure they can get into my position and get there. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, when you come to places like this is quite a place to make your debut, isn't it, for those young kids coming in?
Yeah, no, of course, I remember playing in the FA Cup and coming on, I remember I was nervous, but I think what the gaffer says, go out there and play without any fear, helps all the boys. Of course, going out there, you don't want to be nervous, you want to be able to play with no fear and do as best you can and express yourself, and I thought the boys did that today and I was proud of all of them.
I mean, that's a point, actually. I hadn't considered that this was where you made your debut as well.
Yeah, in the FA Cup, made my debut here, and it was a great feeling, but of course I'm past that now, and I'm just looking forward and looking at all the games now. Of course, I'm older, but all the young boys have got some, like today, learning off Lex, Kane, Nath, Con, learning off all the people in their position. I think it's a great, even watching on the bench, looking how they play and just learning.
I mean, it's the same for you as well. Like, I mean, you're lining up alongside Nathan Thompson. There's not many better that you can pick the brains of as a centre half.
No, yeah, he's brilliant. He helps me all game. Always talking to me, and then when he goes off the pitch, of course, he's then telling me to take that role, and I'm trying to take that role and do as much as I can for the team.
How's the development squad coming along?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, there's lots of games. I think that's one good thing, that there's lots of games, because of course, boys, like, we never really had that before, so it'd always be straight into first team, and then you'd have to find a loan club. Whereas now, it's kind of, you can sit and play some 90 minutes and make sure, because of course, match fitness is completely different to doing runs after the game on the pitch. It's completely different. So I think it's a great addition to the club, and yeah, of course, when I can play in there, get 90 minutes, I'm always happy to do so.
It's looking like there's probably only going to be one more game now in this competition, but again, it's another opportunity, isn't it, next month against Swindon to go out and prove yourself.
Yeah, of course. Now it's nothing to lose. Just go out there like we did today. I think it's the same mentality every game you go into. Even if there's nothing to play for, in a sense, it's another chance to show your opportunity to the gaffer, to the first team staff, and for the younger boys to express themselves. So I think it's always a good game to play in and show your qualities.
How different was the half-time team talk today than it was against West Ham? Because we had Paul Warren was not a happy man then, but was he a little bit happy this time around?
Yeah, of course. I think West Ham was a learning curve for everyone, and it was completely different today. But I think that also helped us today, knowing what it was like at West Ham compared to how it was today. I think the boys want it to be like how it was today instead of West Ham, because that's a learning curve, and that's something we're all going to learn on, and it's going to happen. But I think the minimum you've got to give is hard work, and unfortunately against West Ham it wasn't that, and today I think that was miles better. We worked hard, and unfortunately we came up short, but I thought it was a great game.
Nice one. Cheers, Callum.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.